Good evening. This is the Northern Sun Experience. As we transition into the spring sports season, we start by falling back into fall. The 4-round NSIC Men's Golf Championship consists of both a fall portion and a spring portion. Now, the first 2 rounds in the fall took place back on October 5th and 6th at the Jewel Golf Club in Lake City, Minnesota. And here are the results after round 2. From a team standpoint, the defending champions from Minnesota State had shot a .583 15 over par to lead the pack. That was 6 shots ahead of second place Winona State at plus 21. St. Cloud State, Upper Iowa, and Bemidji State rounded out the top 5. Now, as far as individual golfers were concerned, the results after the first 36 were much murkier. 4 individuals were tied atop the leaderboard, each at 2 over par with a total of 144. Those 4 golfers were Upper Iowa's Curtis Cooksley, St. Cloud State's Troy Rynanen, Minnesota State's Kelton Schmitz, and Winona State's Jonathan Lindquist. Lindquist was the highest returning finisher, who finished in 4th place overall in 2015. So all of that sets up the final 2 rounds of the championship, which took place at Paradise Point Golf Complex in Smithville, Missouri this past weekend, just 30 minutes north of Kansas City. A lightning delay actually forced all 60 participants inside for a little bit, but once things finally got going, Minnesota State's individuals and team would prevail. Maverick sophomore Kelton Schmitz emerged as the NSIC's individual medalist, breaking away from the 4-way tie after the fall with a 75 in round 3 and a course low 69 in round 4 to capture the top spot. Afterwards, Schmitz discussed how important it was to get familiar with the new course.
Feels good. Feels good to get the game going. Today, going into the round, I was working on playing a one-way game, and I got that going and did it.
So Kelton Schmitz breaks the 4-way tie after the fall rounds to emerge as the NSIC championship medalist, finishing with a 288 2 over par. He finishes 4 strokes ahead of Bemidji State's Cody Cook, who had a 6 over par 292. Last year's top finisher, Winona State's John Lindquist, moves up 1 spot from his 2015 performance, finishing in 3rd with a 7 over 293. The Beavers' Will Che and St. Cloud State's Troy Rynanen finished in a tie for 4th with 294 8 over par. And thanks to Schmitz's individual performance, Minnesota State as a team captured its 2nd consecutive NSIC title. The Mavericks finish a combined 32 over par, 1176. The Warriors from Winona State stay in 2nd, 12 strokes behind at 1188 plus 44. St. Cloud State, Bemidji State are 3rd and 4th respectively, while Augustana and Concordia St. Paul tie for 5th. Now, with the victory, Minnesota State earns an automatic bid to the NCAA Central Midwest Regional Tournament, which takes place May 2nd through the 4th at the Meadows in Allendale, Michigan. The national championships will be held May 17th through the 21st at Green Valley Ranch Golf Club in Denver, Colorado. The conference victory for the Mavericks is their 6th in the past 8 seasons. When we come back on the Northern Sun Experience, we go from the green to the diamond to check in on NSIC baseball and softball.
The Northern Sun Experience on Midco Sports Network is presented by Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and Dakota Land Honda.
Welcome back to the Northern Sun Experience. Well, the weather outside hasn't quite turned into baseball weather yet, but that hasn't stopped NSIC teams from hitting the diamond. And last year's conference champions from St. Cloud State are picking up right where they left off. Heading into this past weekend series with Upper Iowa, the Huskies were undefeated at 22-0. Now, last season, St. Cloud State started 23-0 before losing their first game in the second half of a doubleheader to Augustana. Huskies looking to tie their start from last year in Game 1 of the Double Dip Saturday against the Peacocks. St. Cloud State already up 4-0 and swinging for more. Carl Sorensen parks it deep to left and gone. 3-run shot gives the Huskies a 7-0 lead. And the home run parade would continue and then some. Later in the second, Reese Gregory bombs one to left center, solo shot, and it's 8-0. 4th inning, another meatball, another plate of pasta for Gregory. Upper Iowa knew it was gone right from the start. St. Cloud State had 9 home runs. 9 times they hit one out en route to a 19-0 win over Upper Iowa. The Huskies start 23-0. So would that momentum carry over to Game 2? Not exactly. The Peacocks came ready to play. Top of the second, Alex George singles to right. That would bring home Jacob Stenberg, and Upper Iowa has a 1-0 lead. 2-0 now in the fifth. Jacob Greco gets his own single to right, scoring Michael Moser. Peacocks with a 3-0 lead at that point, and pitcher Tyus Adkins would shut the Huskies down after that. Complete game gives up just one run. He was the NSIC's pitcher of the week, and Upper Iowa hands St. Cloud State its first loss of the season, 3-1. And just like last season, the Huskies start 23-0 and lose their 24th game. More baseball action in North Dakota. Minnesota State at U-Mary. Check out the Maverick defense. Eric Peterson with a diving stab at third. Gets it over to first for the quick out, and the game remains scoreless. Minnesota State breaks through offensively in the third. Jordan Hart with the opposite field single to left, scoring Peterson. Pitcher Dalton Roach would put it on cruise control from there. A complete game one-hitter with 9 strikeouts as the Mavs top the Marauders 5-2. Let's check in on some of the better NSIC softball teams. Upper Iowa at U-Mary on Saturday. Marauders with the long ball first as Taylor Mendez hits it up and out. U-Mary takes a 2-1 lead. But the Peacocks would hit some long balls of their own. First, it's Tara Duran, hungry like the wolf, 3-run shot, gives Upper Iowa a 7-2 lead. And then it's Lauren Marlinghouse with a liner over the left field fence. Peacocks win 11-2 and sweep a doubleheader against U-Mary. Upper Iowa at Minot State the following day. Cool setup on the football field. Katie Salmons busts one over the makeshift fence in left center field. 2-run shot gives the Peacocks a 4-0 lead. Beavers would get those 2 runs back in the bottom half of the second. Alyssa Cornejo deep to left. You can see it get over the deep part of the field. But that would be all the offense Minot State could muster. Still an interesting experience out at Herb Parker Stadium. Peacocks currently 4th in the NSIC standings after a 4-2 win. A fantastic finish in Aberdeen this weekend. Northern State and Minnesota State tied at 2 in the bottom of the 7th when Caitlin Dilt singles up the middle to drive home Courtney Sermon, and that would give the Wolves a dramatic 1-run victory, 3-2, a rare loss for Minnesota State, the only NSIC softball team with at least 30 overall wins at this point of the season. When we come back, we start our Under the Northern Sun tour in North Dakota with Minot State.
The Northern Sun Experience on Midco Sports Network is presented by Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and Dakota Land Honda.
Welcome back to the Northern Sun Experience. Tonight we'll take an Under the Northern Sun tour of North Dakota featuring both NSIC schools in the NODAC. First up, Minot State University.
Hi, I'm Michael Holman, a senior baseball player here at Minot State University.
And I'm Gemma Biasetto, a senior soccer and basketball player at MSU.
Welcome to our beautiful campus.
Let's go take a look around.
Completed in the early 1980s, the Dome is one of the largest indoor arenas in Division II as well as the Upper Midwest.
The Dome functions as the main hub for the Minot State University athletics.
Newly completed this fall is Red Vision, the largest indoor Daktronics video board in Division II. The Dome plays host to Beaver women's volleyball, men's and women's basketball, as well as wrestling. This 10,000-seat facility can play host to the largest of events in North Dakota, including high school state basketball tournaments. The Dome boasts 2 batting cages where Beaver baseball and softball can train indoors.
The Student Wellness Center is one of our newest additions to campus. Opening in 2012, MSU student athletes have the chance to focus on the 8 dimensions of wellness.
This 3-story building consists of a weight room, group exercise room, basketball courts, and the state-of-the-art workout machines.
To top it all off, our rock wall rises through all 3 stories and provides a challenging experience for all students.
MSU is celebrating 90 years of football this year, and no arena has been more vital to our tradition than Herb Parker Stadium. Named after the former coach and athletic director, Herb Parker Stadium first hosted a Beaver football game on September 19, 1964. Over 50 years later, the stadium has seen multiple renovations on its journey to becoming this beautiful facility that it is today.
Red Vision gives fans a top-notch game day experience, providing entertainment and fun for all. New to the mix this year is the Press Box. The facility hosts concessions and game day suites for the biggest Beaver fans in Minot.
Our Beaver baseball team calls Corbett Field home. One of Minot's most beloved landmarks, Corbett Field provides a great fan experience for Beaver baseball supporters.
Corbett Field was built in 1935 and has hosted professional and amateur baseball for nearly 75 years. Today, several teams call Corbett Field home, including the American Legion Vistas and Metros, 2 local high schools, and the Minot State University Beavers.
Newly renovated Swain Hall is home to our pedagogy lab and athletic training program. Certified athletic trainers from Trinity Hospital work relentlessly to ensure safety to our student athletes. Academically, Minot State is one of the premier universities in North Dakota. Top majors among student athletes include education, corporate fitness, and business management.
Minot State's school colors are red and green, and our mascot is Buckshot, the mighty beaver. Beavers are strong, achieve success as a team, and are unfailingly loyal. Minot State students are proud to root for the Beavers, and we're proud to be a part of the NSIC.
When we come back on the Northern Sun Experience, we'll head 2 hours south to Bismarck and spotlight the campus of the University of Mary.
The Northern Sun Experience on Midco Sports Network is presented by Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and Dakota Land Honda.
Welcome back to the Northern Sun Experience. Well, we've seen what the Beavers can offer up in Minot, so now let's take a look at the Marauder experience at the University of Mary in Bismarck, North Dakota.
In the hills overlooking the Missouri River in Bismarck, North Dakota, sits the University of Mary. The growing campus is home to more than 3,000 students and 17 varsity sports competing at the NCAA Division II level.
Picking Division II was really important to me, and I wanted a school that had smaller class sizes, very personable with my professors and my coaches in general. So the University of Mary, it gave me exactly those things. I'm able to talk with my professors so easily along with my coaches.
There's just a great feeling of community, of hospitality, just the warmth of the people in every aspect of the community life that we have here. And I just think that you don't see that everywhere, and that just makes you feel, as a small town North Dakota guy, to continue to have those feelings of being part of a community. I think that just makes being here really special.
But the wins and the losses of these programs aren't the only benchmark for success when it comes to Marauders athletics. A mission of the university practiced daily by student athletes is that of servant leadership.
One of the things that we try to preach is just something that really sings to me that I heard a long time ago from Gandhi, who talked about the easiest way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. And I think when you come to college, that's usually a time when people are trying to find themselves, what they want to pursue academically, who they're going to be socially, what their beliefs are going to be. And so I just think that there are so many opportunities and so many benefits given to our student athletes that for us to turn around and try to focus on serving other people, I think just helps them grow so much as a person during their time here.
The University of Mary prides itself in offering an environment in which each student can participate in experiences that are essential to becoming a leader. The development of these leadership qualities in each student empowers that person to work courageously and effectively for the common good, mainly through serving the needs of others in the Bismarck-Mandan community.
I love being able to give back to the community and give back to the organization I'm representing. I think that that's extremely important, and I think that it's very valuable to have that type of characteristic in a person.
That really seems to me to fit with our mission, and we probably take it another step beyond that, and we create our own efforts to do that because of the theme and the mission of the institution.
With servant leadership being a mission of the school, I think we're always thinking about it and how we can incorporate the community into our game, and that's part of, we play off campus and how we can involve them in our sport. So we have players who are coaching in the community at the youth level, at the middle school level, at the high school level, and then we also connect with other organizations.
Student athletes at the University of Mary know they're a part of not just campus life, but the surrounding community, and that's why they strive to give back through servant leadership.
The concept and the values of servant leadership have always been present since I've been a student in the mid-90s, but I think there's certainly been an increase in the awareness of it since I've been back as a staff member. It's just seems like it's grown exponentially in not only in just maybe the sheer volume of service that our students are doing, but I think just in the variety of the opportunities. I mean, our students have some great opportunities to go out and just not only in our community, but in the global community to serve others.
University of Mary student athletes volunteer with local Special Olympics teams, help with the organization Dreams in Motion, and contribute to the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Each team also raises money for different causes that are important to them, such as breast cancer awareness.
So the more that we can connect with them, I think the more special the relationship is amongst, but it also allows the athletes to have that relationship beyond just their university. They're involved in the community, they know, and they have different resources that they can reach out to. I think that's what's really special about this campus.
It makes a huge impact on us, including as athletes. We always want to get out into the community and, not just be in our sport during the school year or whatever. We want to all reach out to the community so they can come out and support us during our games and stuff like that. So it's very important, and I don't think I realized how important it was until I came into the University of Mary.
The act of giving back to others helps student athletes develop important leadership qualities that help them not only during their time at the university, but well after they graduate. Their work lays the foundation for a successful future.
I think you see it in a real practical way. I think that to see student athletes go out into like a day of service where they're working in the community, or you go work with a classroom of kids in town and they want some athletes in there just to read them a book. Special Olympics, helping the special student athletes bowl and stuff. I mean, it just kind of like it's endless, and we actually sit around and try and think of ways for our teams to go and do some things. And I think that becomes such an important piece of their education, that far beyond the wins and losses and all that, it really works out well.
It's funny when I look back and look at how much I've grown from my freshman year into my senior year, and I think that I have become a more well-rounded person and athlete, and then on top of that, I think just my confidence level is also, it helps me know that going on after school and after soccer's over, that I'm going to be okay.
When we come back on the Northern Sun Experience, more spotlight on the University of Mary, only this time on the national stage.
The Northern Sun Experience on Midco Sports Network is presented by Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and Dakota Land Honda.
Welcome back to the Northern Sun Experience. Finally this evening, we end with a different kind of national champion from the NSIC. The University of Mary's Devin Douglas won the State Farm College Slam Dunk Contest as part of the NCAA's Final Four weekend back on March 31st. Here's a look at some of his dunking highlights. Douglas was going up against several Division I players in the 8-person field, but he wowed the crowd with a dunk over Max Landis from IPFW, followed by a skying reverse two-hander where his head nearly hit the rim. And the Marauder senior, for all intents and purposes, finished things off with another skying dunk with one hand, seemingly eye level with the rim. He had another one after that, but the contest was pretty much wrapped up at that point. Devin Douglas is your 2016 College Slam Dunk Contest champion. Congrats to him from everyone here at Midco Sports Network for your high-flying acrobatics. And you know what? You've probably seen the dunks once, maybe twice or 3 times by this point, but how about just one more time? The University of Mary put together this highlight reel of Douglas's experience down in Texas. Take a look.
Coming up next, it's the State Farm College Slam Dunk and 3-Point Championship. Devin Douglas from University of Mary in Bismarck, North Dakota.
He had an entourage with him yesterday. I mean,
his own cameraman. Yeah. Right over the top. Max didn't even move.
That was really good.
Man. I think this is right over Landis' head. Crowd thinks it's a 10.
That's a big-time dunk right there. You can understand why our guy there had a camera crew with him yesterday when you could do things like that. Hugh Mary's like, yep, we're gonna promote this a little bit.
I don't blame him. He's giving him something to promote. you don't think your votes counted on Twitter, get a load of this. After the Twitter votes are counted, Devin Douglas gets into the semifinals by a 10th of a point.
It's the power of the University of Mary.
Possible at this point. There you go.
He goes up, and he couldn't bring it down all the way because he's like, oh my gosh, I'm going to hit my head. That was really good.
That was unbelievable. He is a powerful dude.
You Mary represent.
Devin Douglas is looking pretty good right now. I know that.
That's good.
Oh, I like that one. I like that one.
Lay out, stretch out, dance while you're on the floor. It doesn't matter. I'll plant you now. We'll dig you later.
That was a heck of a throw. Watch where this ball leads him right to the rim with his momentum. Fantastic.
Slam dunk belt goes to Bismarck, North Dakota, the University of Mary. Congratulations, Devin.
Don't underestimate the University of Mary.
You Mary.
The guns are out. You Mary.
I just want to come out and rep you, Mary. I know my team watching me. Taking it to you, Mary. My coach deserves it. Big time.
Expect enrollment to be up next year.
It's the power of the University of Mary.
Congrats once again to Devin Douglas. And once again, a thank you to all of our NSIC member schools for their time and contributions. We're taking a 1-week break, but we will return on Wednesday, April 27th, right here with yet another Northern Sun Experience.